morning. How are you? So this is workout number 18. Can you believe it? We're going to start off with a warm-up, 3 rounds of, if you have your skipping rope, you can do some single skips. I'll show you those, or 30 jumping jacks. So the skipping rope is optional. We're going to be doing 10 slow squats just to stretch out our legs and 5 inchworms. I will show you all of that. We will then do some stretching, and then we're going to do a little bit of core work. We're going to be doing some TABATA, which is 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest of alternating V-ups. So I'll show you guys that. If you want to get like a cushion or a mat or something for your floor, you can do that. And then for the workout today, guys, I'm going to give you the option of doing 3 or 5 rounds, okay? Or 3 to 5. If you want to do 4 rounds, you can do 4. So minimum would be 3 rounds, maximum would be 5. I'm going to do 3 on camera just to keep the video a little less long. But if you guys want to carry on with another 2 rounds, that's certainly fine, okay? So we're going to be doing something called plate hops. Again, this is if you have something large you can jump up onto. It shouldn't be a high object. It's meant to be fast jumps. If you don't have that, maybe you have a skipping rope. We're going to be doing some single unders or some double unders. We can get fancy. I'll show you how to do those. And if you don't have a rope or you don't have a plate, we can just do jumping jacks. That's cool. Then we're going to do some lunges. These can be weighted or jumping or not weighted at all. And then we're going to be doing something called a hand release push-up. And then the other option there, instead of 10 hand release push-ups, is going to be something called a wall walk. These are more of a challenge on the shoulders, and you do need a wall that you will not break. So saying that, I'm going to walk over to where my wall is, and we'll get this whole party started. So hopefully you guys are doing well. This is workout number 18 in this series of quarantine WODs, as we are now dubbing them. I did not think I would be doing 18 home workouts. It's pretty crazy. So we're going to start with those jumping jacks or single skips. So if you want to grab your skipping rope, I need some ketones. So guys, I'm just going to grab my rope. Now with skipping ropes, guys, you want to have the rope so that it's, when you're standing on it, the handle should come about to your armpits. If it's longer than that, it's going to be too long. If you're inside a house, it's going to be difficult because it'll probably hit the ceiling. So don't worry if you cannot skip, that's totally fine. You can also do the jumping jacks jumping jacks. Okay, so I'm just going to move this plate out of the way because I have it set up for later to show you plate hops. I personally am not going to skip very much because I have a bad knee and jumping actually aggravates it for me. Let me get my playlist started here. Hopefully it'll work. Of course it's not. So if you're not skipping, single skips, just basically double foot hop, okay? If you're not skipping, you're doing jumping jacks. If you're not doing jumping jacks because your knee hurts like me, we're gonna do side steps. All right, so here we go, 30 jumping jacks or 50 single skips, and go. All right, and now we have 10 slow, perfect squats. Knees are here wide, knees are pushing out, chest is up, pushing out with those knees, coming all the way down, weights in your heels, coming down as low as you can, getting that hip crease below the knees. So let's do 10 of these, guys. Count them out. Slow to stretch. I did a lot of squatting yesterday. The CrossFit home workout. That was fun. and 10. Good. We're gonna do 5 inchworms. Getting warm already. So inchworms, walk our hands out, find push-up position, come all the way down, push up, walk back. 5 of these. One more. Good, coming back up. You've got 50 single skips or 30 jumping jacks, your choice. I'm all tangled. I don't have enough space here. Skipping in your house is hard, especially if you're in an apartment. That'd be difficult. All right, so you can do those side steps, 30 of them. Keep going. I'm gonna do a wardrobe adjustment. Skipping makes my pants fall down. You guys keep going. Should be at about 22. Good stuff. And let's go back to those 10 slow squats. Nice and controlled. Keep the weight back in those heels. Really push those knees out. Keep the chest up.
I'm back at him, I'm back strong.
Slow, control. Push through the heels. Fire up those glutes. Remember, this is just our warm-up. Full range of motion. Good stuff. 3 more. If you're with me. Good stuff. Inchworms. 5. Walking out. Pushing up. I'm on 3. Keep it up. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Awesome. All right, last round of this warm-up. 30 jumping jacks or 50 single skips, or you can even jog in place, doesn't matter. Or side step. Just move, just get warm. Side steps are fine. 29 and 30. Good stuff. 10 slow, controlled squats. And push those knees out. Keep that chest up. Get those hips nice and low. Try to stay tight through your middle. Guys, keep that up. Good stuff. I think I've got 2 more. Awesome. 5 more inchworms. All the way down to the floor. Pushing up as strong as you can. Stuff. 5 inchworms. The last one. Awesome. All right, coming out of that, guys. Let me get my music turned down here a bit. I'll just stop it. Cool. All right, I'm warm. You guys are warm, hopefully. So, we're gonna stretch out, and then we're gonna do some alternating V-ups for a little bit of core work before we get into our actual workout. So let's start with some head circles all the way around in one direction. And then switch directions. Good stuff. Big shoulder shrugs and circle back, up and back. If you're tuning in, guys, I encourage you to jump in. We're just warming up here, getting ready for our workout. Good, big arm circles backwards. Really stretch out that chest, really make them big. Good. Everything's crunching. Shake it out. Keep a soft bend in your knees. You're gonna rotate through your hips and then your waist. Just letting things stretch out. Good. Bring one hand up above the head, other hand's on your thigh. Reach up and slide over. Push that opposite hip away. Coming up, other side, reaching up and over. Good stuff. Okay, putting your hands on your hips, keeping your knees soft. We're gonna rotate through the hips. So tracing a big circle with your pelvis, just loosening up the hip joints. And other way. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a downward dog, up dog kind of flow here. So those of you that have been with me should know downward dog by now. So we're gonna walk our hands out in front of us. Hands are flat on the ground. You're looking back at your toes here, trying to push your head through your hands. Try to get your heels down as close to the ground as you can. If you can't, just bend your knees. Hold that stretch. Feel the length through the back of your legs. Let's flow forward into plank position all the way down to the ground and then push up into cobra. If you can't come this high, just go as high as you can. It shouldn't hurt your back. Stretching out the front of your body. Relax your shoulders. Good stuff. Tuck your toes, send your hips back. Downward dog. Let's stretch our calves here. We have a lot of jumping today, if you're jumping. So putting all the weight on your left foot and then all the weight on your right foot. All the weight on your left, and all the weight on your right. Keep going with this, keep stretching out those calves. Good stuff. Let's put all the weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up as high as it'll go, and let it come behind you so that you feel the stretch through the left side of your body. Look under your left armpit. And then let's bring that left leg forward so that we're in a lunge. So in lunge position here, try to keep your hips square and just pushing forward so that you're getting a stretch through that right hip flexor. You can take your right arm and bring it up over that left leg for a twist, getting a bit of a deeper stretch. Come back on that right knee and let's stretch out that left hamstring by flexing the front foot. Good stuff. Come onto all fours. We'll do some cat-cows here. So rounding and arching, rounding and arching. A couple more. Breathe, round and arch. Good stuff. Tuck those toes. Let's send those hips back into our downward dog. Looking back at those toes, pressing the chest through. Pedal out your heels one more time here. Good, let's put all the weight on your left leg. Lift your right leg up as high as it'll go. Open your right hip to the ceiling. Look under your right armpit. And then bring that right leg forward so you're in a lunge on this side. Stretching out the front of that left hip now. And again, If you want, you can take that left arm and bring it over for a twist. Good stuff. We'll stretch out the hamstring on the right side, so point that foot to the ceiling or flex it, and then just lean forward here. It's not about how far you go. I just want you to feel the stretch through the back of your leg, guys. Good stuff. Okay, we're gonna just stretch out our wrists a little bit because we have, if we're doing wall walks today, which I'm gonna show you, it's gonna be a lot of potential pressure on your wrists, so let's just stretch them out. You're gonna point your fingertips towards your knees, okay? And just lean back gently so you're getting a stretch there. You can rock back and forth. And then take your fingers and point them away from you and just rock side to side. Good, and then you're gonna take the backs of your hands and put them on the floor. Try to get the whole hand down and try to straighten your legs. It's a great forearm stretch. Good stuff. And then we'll just shake out, roll out those wrists. All right. Okay, so our first order of business here today, guys, and I have a mat. You don't need a mat if you're on a carpet. I have a mat because my floor is pretty hard and it hurts my back to be on this super hard floor. So if you have a mat, grab a mat. We're gonna be doing Tabata alternating V-ups, okay? So the V-up is a gymnastics movement. It's kind of like a pike. And a normal V-up would be two legs coming up like that into, you can see why it's called a V, because I'm in a V, right? Alternating is bringing the opposite hand to the opposite foot. And we're gonna go for 20 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest. And we're gonna do this 8 times. That is a full Tabata cycle. It's gonna burn. You're probably gonna hear me moaning and groaning. And just go at your own pace, guys. Do your best through this. And I have my little timer here. So for those of you that don't know, get this app on your phone or iPad. It's called Gym Next Flex Timer. It's free. It works with an external clock, but it also works without an external clock, which is what we're gonna do now. So I'm gonna start my music up again for this. And start the timer. This is gonna go in 15 seconds. You guys ready for this? Here we go. Getting onto your back. Getting ready for alternating V-ups in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Going. Try to lift that chest off. If you can't lift the chest off, just come high as you can. And rest. That was 20 seconds. Getting ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Alternating V-ups. For some reason, I'm on the same leg here. There we go. Should be opposite hand, opposite foot. Guys, go at your own pace and rest. That's 2 in, 6 to go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. If the V-up is too hard, you can go to bicycle. Okay? Opposite hand, opposite foot. 2, 1, and rest. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm really sore today. Probably went to bed too late. Here we go. 2, 1, and go. Looking good. This is round 4. Rest halfway. Getting ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. And rest. That was round 5. We've got 3 to go. Keep it up, guys. You're doing great. Here we go. Round 6. Truth be told, I am dying today. How are you guys doing? And rest. 2 to go. Oh my goodness. Oh, my abs. Here we go. 2 left. And go. Nice job, guys. Awesome. We've got one more round. Hang in there. Here we go. Last round. And go. Anyone else's abs on fire? Holy moly. Keep it up. Keep it up. Last round. And we're done. Oh my goodness. Okay, roll onto your stomach. Push yourself up into cobra. Stretch out those abs. Oh, it burns. Awesome job, you guys. All right, you can lose the mat if you had one. All right, so I'm gonna go over this workout one more time with you guys. And like I said, you can do 3 rounds or 5 rounds. So if you want to keep going when I'm done the 3 rounds, I'm not going to do 5 on camera. It's just too long for a live video. So we have a bunch of different options here. So while you're taking a sip of water, while I'm taking a sip of water, you might want to think about what you're going to use for this workout. I have a big 45-pound plate over here. You guys can see this. And what I'm going to do, one option is to jump up onto the plate, down and back like that. And we're going to do 30 of those. If you have a skipping rope and you want to skip, you can do, so it's 30 plate hops or 80 single skips, okay? If you know how to do double unders, which is getting the rope under your feet twice, you can do, what's the number? I just gotta make sure I got it right. Double unders is 40 double unders. So 30 plate hops, 80 single skips, or 40 double unders. So 40 double unders is getting that rope under your feet twice. I don't have the room here to do it. Okay, that's an option. I'm not going to do that because the jumping is too hard on my knee. I'm probably just going to do some plate hops and a bunch of the different movements as we go through this. If you don't have a rope or you don't have a plate, you can always default to jumping jacks or running in place, and we can say 80 single taps with the feet, okay? So that is part 1. Then we're gonna do lunges. Now with your lunges, guys, you can do these jumping or weighted or just no weight. So these are gonna be step back lunges. So keeping your torso upright, you're gonna step back like so. And we're gonna do 30 of these total, not per leg. If you want to make it a little harder, you can have a dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. I'm probably just gonna use 1 dumbbell today and step back like this. Okay, so 30 of those. Or if you want to up the intensity, you can do jumping lunges. So you can come all the way down like that, alternating legs. Again, I'm not going to jump because of my knee. Third movement is push-ups. So the type of push-up we're gonna do today is the hand release push-up. And then the other option is gonna be a wall walk, which I'm gonna show you. So hand release push-ups, you're on the ground. Hopefully you guys can see me. I think you can, yep. And what you're doing here, guys, is you're pushing up into that plank position, coming all the way down, releasing the hands, and then pushing back up. Now, if you cannot do these from your toes, just fold your knees up, bend your knees, come down, all the way to the ground, release the hands. It's the same thing. If you want to do wall walks, this is a more advanced move, and the goal here, guys, is to walk myself up the wall and all the way back down. So it looks like this. My feet are right up against this wall. I'm gonna push up into a plank. I'm gonna walk my feet all the way up as high as I feel comfortable. The goal is to get my chest to the wall and then walk all the way down without collapsing, and do 5 of those. So I'm probably gonna do kind of a combination of all of these today. You guys can go at your own pace. So again, 3 to 5 rounds, it's up to you, of 80 single skips or 40 double unders or 30 plate hops or, what did I say? Jumping jacks, 30 jumping jacks. I think I said 30. Did I say 30? No, I said 60 jumping jacks or 60 jumping jacks. Okay, sorry. 30 total lunges, jumping, weighted, or just body weight. And then 10 push-ups or 5 wall walks. Cool? Now guys, I'm gonna go through this 3 rounds. You might be at a completely different time from me. I'm not gonna do a stretch at the end of today, so you can stretch when we're done. And I'm gonna turn the music up and just get this done so you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do a combination of things just for the purpose of demonstration, but you guys can decide what you wanna do. Cool? All right, let me get that music going. If you wanna time this workout, you're more than welcome to. All right. So I am going to start with my plate hops here. I'm going to do 30 of these in 3, 2, 1, and go. If you're skipping, it's 80 single skips, 40 double unders. Okay, or jogging in the spot, or side steps if you've got a bad knee like me, as long as you're moving, or regular jumping jacks, 60 jumping jacks. Here, I'm gonna choose to step up because my knee is really flared up today. So it doesn't matter, guys, as long as you're moving. Good. Get those skips done. Awesome. I'm going to pretend I did my total there. So lunges, 30 total. Body weight is fine. If you want to jump, you can jump. If you want to use your dumbbell, use your dumbbell. Jumping lunges, you're probably done. You can move on to your push-ups. Sorry, that's just a bit loud. 30 lunges total. Once you've done those, we're on to 10 push-ups. Releasing the hands. Or 5 wall walks. I'm going to do a combination or from the knees. Keep going at your own pace, guys. Awesome job. Once you're done your push-ups, we're back to those jumping movements, plate hops, skipping, jumping jacks, doesn't matter. I'm gonna do 60 jumping jacks this time. Or steps. Feel like an aerobics instructor today. Or hops. Nice job. Once you've done those, lunges. 30 lunges. Getting warm in here. Shirt's coming off. Usually comes off around now. For those of you that know me, I get hot pretty fast. Looking good, guys, looking good. Stay with us. Say hello if you're just watching. Let us know why you're just watching and not participating. Good. If you're done your jumping lunges, you're probably on push-ups, so keep going. Morning, Karen. Are you doing this with us, Karen? All right, after those 30 lunges, we've got 10 push-ups or 5 wall walks. Remember, hand release from the knees, from the toes, your choice. Or pushing up against that wall for your wall walk. Five wall walks if you want. I'm gonna do one more here. They're hard. It's hard to not collapse at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna move to round 3. 30 plate hops, 80 single skips, 40 double unders, or 60 jumping jacks. Side steps if you can't jump. Or jumping jacks. Or just running on the spot for 80 touches. Keep it going. Looking good, guys. Good. I'm moving on to my 30 lunges. This is the 3rd round. So like I said, you can keep going. If you want a longer, harder workout, 2 more rounds, 1 more round. Don't do more than 5. 5's enough. With weight if you want. Holding that dumbbell anywhere is fine. Jumping. Your choice. All right, I'm going to finish off this last round. 10 push-ups or 5 wall walks. you all walk for good luck here. That's the more advanced one, and I'm gonna be done. All right, you guys, carry on. If you're still going, remember you can do is up to 5 rounds of this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not gonna stretch out today, guys, because if you're going longer, you're still working, so I don't wanna interrupt your flow. Have fun, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Appreciate you for tuning in. This is workout number 18, and Jen Morris signing off. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.